The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. How are you? Yeah, good. Well, thanks for being here. If you're watching this for the first time, I don't know what to tell you. You make your choices. You got to live with them. Here we go. I've been doing radio for over 30 years, broadcast radio in the Boston area, had a television show in the Boston area. I was on broadcast radio, 3 stations in the Boston area, doing their morning show from 7 to 10 in the morning every single weekday, which seems like it was going to be the rest of my life. And then the internet came along and screwed up everything socially, and radio stations started going down the tubes. So I decided I had to take action. So I went into the streaming business, and I stream, I fish, I catch fish, and internet radio, and I own New England Broadcasting, and I decided to go that route, and we've been doing that now for the past 10, 12 years. I've been coming in here once a week to do the visual version where I have no visuals at all. I just move my hands a little bit. That's all I do. And I've been doing this once a week here in this studio for approximately 15 years, something like that. Wow. Maybe a little less, maybe 12. It could have been 15. Anyway, that's it. You can listen to me every single weekday with a brand new episode on the internet streaming thing. We're up to 2,850 episodes, right? And they're all there. So it's crazy. What I do is I talk about things that make no sense, and usually they make no sense to you as well, and that's how we bond. Not that we have to bond, but, you know, it's nice when you do. And that's it. That's pretty much it. I'm just like you, except for very different. Other than that, we're the same. We all put our pants on the same way over our heads, right? What? Oh, not over. Oh, okay. I'm doing that wrong. Oh my. I did a show today. You can listen to it. I don't know if you want to listen. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you here. I'm treading waters. Today is, we're recording this July 2nd of 2025. I have to say the year because you don't know how old the show is. July 2nd, 2025. It's a Wednesday. And on the radio today, and you can go to newenglandbroadcasting.com to listen to it anytime. It's always there. I did a certain subject matter, and I had to be really, really careful because I don't like to... Anyway, I didn't know if I should go on the air and talk about this subject, but I'm going to do it anyway, but I'm going to be really careful about it. And I'm going to tell you before I talk about this stuff that perhaps children might not find this fascinating in the least, so, and maybe hazardous to their health. So have them go somewhere. If you have little kids, they don't understand what's going on. But, you know, it's the summer, kids are home. Watch this later or something. Don't watch this now. Wait till after the real estate show and the school committee meetings. Then you can watch this. Wait till they're in bed. I'm just telling you, you know. I'm going to talk about cursing because I've been hearing a lot more of it lately. And I don't know if it's because there's more people walking the earth and therefore the percentage of people cursing goes up, or whether people are really, really mad about things and frustrated and they just curse all the time. I hear more cursing than ever, but in certain social aspects, it's just as bad as it's always been or not as bad as it's always been. I know I'm talking in generalities. I'm trying to give you time to get the kids out of the room. I was debating whether I should even talk about this today on the air, but I'm going to do it anyway because I don't care anymore. I just don't even care anymore. So I have other things I could talk about, but no, I'm going to do this. So get the kids out, get yourself a cocktail. Here we go. Yesterday, I went to the movies. There is a movie theater in the greater area of where your house is. And at this movie theater on Tuesdays, if you have one of their memberships, which costs nothing, you can get a seat to see any movie in their luxurious movie theater for $5. Now, all right, that's a deal. That's a bargain. How could you not go to that? I go to this theater just to sit there in the dark. I don't care what's on the screen. They have these big plush chairs, these massage chairs. They don't massage you, but you can put your feet up. They're cushy, big, gigantic chairs. They've got little cup holders and everything. I mean, God, my chairs at home aren't nearly that good. $5 to sit there for 2 hours in a wonderful chair. In air conditioning, because it's the summer. $5. You can't buy a candy bar for $5. Well, actually, you can, but you know what I'm saying. So I get tickets to see this movie. I don't even remember what it was. I'll see anything for $5. If it's horrible, then I get perturbed. So I don't go for the real horrible stuff. But there's always something that's okay, it's okay. It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to bother me, because I've made a pact. I have, and I don't know if you want to do this, but I have. I don't see violent films anymore. This world is way too violent to sit in a movie theater and watch violence in your face. Watch people's heads being blown off and shot and collapsing and lying in hospital beds and in car crashes. And I mean, oh, God, I know these things happen. Don't put it in my face. Slasher movies where their heads are chopped off graphically on the screen, larger than life. What are you doing to me? Is this some kind of a torture thing? I don't know who made those Saw movies, where they decapitate people and cut their arms off. And I don't know who made those things. But whoever, you're sick. You're sick if you made those movies. And I think you're just as sick to go pay money to watch them. My opinion only. Do what you want. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But I refuse to watch violent films anymore. There's no reason for that. There's too much real of that stuff in the world. I don't have to sit and bring it into my brain. So no. But I'll watch anything else. So I'm sitting there in the movies. The movie was fine. It was okay. And I get up and I start... Oh, by the way, before I go any further, I'm sorry. I'm going to get to the cursing in just a second, I swear. That was funny. Why is it that the concession stand, I guess when you do something wrong, you go to church and you go to concession? Oh, that's confession. Oh! Popcorn. They sell popcorn by the bathtub. And popcorn is the loudest food you could possibly consume. This is what popcorn sounds like. Now I'm crumpling paper. Popcorn's even worse. So when you go to a movie, there's somebody sitting next to you or a couple of seats down, and they've got their face in a pail of popcorn, and it's consistent, and it's so annoying. It's so ironic that in the movie theater, when you're trying to watch a movie and they say, please be quiet for the other people, observe the other people's silence, please, so that they can enjoy the film. Yet the guy sitting next to me is eating like a horse out of a trough with this crackly kind of food, this salt lick of corn air stuff. See, that's a visual. That's why I do TV. It's just ironic that that's the food of choice in a movie theater. It's just totally wrong. Anyway, the movie's over. I get up from the chair. I'm feeling pretty good, man. I've been cooled off for it was 2.5 hour movie. Really got my money's worth $5. The movie was fine. It was a movie called F1, which sounds like a curse, But it's not. It's about formula racing, those race cars. It's pretty cool. So anyway, so I'm leaving the theater, and in front of me, I'd say about 10 feet in front of me, is this kid, probably 15 years old, I would say. Around 15 years old. And he's in front of me, and he's with his family, and he's the last one in his little family group, and he exits through the exit door, at the front of the theater, and he turns around and he sees me coming at him 10 feet behind. Not coming at him, but I'm 10 feet behind him, also exiting the theater. He stops. He's going through the door. He keeps the door open. He holds the door open for me. Now, I'm not right behind him. I'm not breathing down his neck. Nothing like that. I'm 10 feet away. But he sees me. He stops what he's doing. His family keeps going. He's staying. And he holds the door open for me. Unbelievable. Am I handicapped? Thank God, no. Not at this time in my life. No. Am I elderly? To him, yeah, probably. I'm not. Does this look elderly? No, I'm fine. He holds the door open for me. And there's a smile on my face because I'm just like happy now. And he smiles back. And I passed by as he's opening the door, and I said, thank you. So I had that little thing in my voice, thank you. And he looked at me and he said, this is the most amazing part. He said, you're welcome. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fantastic. You would expect that a 15 or 16-year-old would say something like, no problem. Or, no problem. No worries. No, there are no worries to what I did. Didn't say that. He said the proper response as is printed in the encyclopedia. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Wow. It went down like that. I got to tell you, I felt so invested in humanity at that point. I thought, oh my God, they are raising them for proper civil contact. It's been a while. Now, I've had doors open for me before. I always, when I'm exiting a place and opening a door, I turn around behind me. I do it naturally to see if there's somebody there, and I'll hold the door open. That's just me. That's the way I was brought up. But to see this kid at his age in this generation doing that, I saw a little bit of me in him. Don't go there. I felt good, and I think he did too. And that's all I want. It's all I want out of humanity. It's all I want. Respect and being civil to each other. We can be very different. We can have different religious views, different views of life, different political views. I'm sure we have those. Different tastes in food. You like this, I like that. But being civil to each other, pleasant, respectful, that's all you need, man. That's all. It made my day. And it also made a good conversation piece for the radio program. All right. That being said, I thought, well, okay. I went down to the my local watering hole because I'm a horse, and I had myself a cocktail. All right, punish me every once in a while. I'll go. And two guys sitting next to me. Not right next to me, a couple of bar stools down, two guys. They're having conversation about really absolutely nothing. There was really no subject matter involved here. But they were going back and forth, and every single word out of their mouth was a curse word. Every object, everything was preceded by a curse word. And it was both of them. So they were communicating in their native language, so to speak, of cursing. That's a language. It's a thing. I went to the effing store and I pick up this effing package. They put it in this effing bag, this little piece of SH, and this AH, blank hole, puts my effing stuff in the effing bag. The effing bag breaks all over the effing place. F him and these effing bags. I know, Joe. It is effing. It's a very effing thing. I went to the park and I sat on the effing bench and there was effing bird effing all over the place. F that. I know F that. I say that too. I felt like saying, guys, where are you from? Where are you from? What country are you from? Are you from the effing country? What are you doing? Why are you talking like that? And I can hear you and everybody can hear you. I didn't say that. I started a bar fight or something. I just said that to myself. But I was in awe. And after what happened at the movie theater and then this, it was like it took away my wonderful thought of society and it put it right back in the tubes. I don't understand that form of communication. And here's what people who curse all the time as a matter of regular speech. First of all, it takes away the meaning of the word when you use it as an adjective in front of every single word. It loses. But you don't care. But here's what it does. It makes you sound stupid. I'm sorry I said that out loud. But it does. And I know the people that curse, they're not stupid. They're not. They do very well. They're very intelligent. They know the English language. They just don't use it. They fall into this for some reason. So I decided I would do research on why people curse incessantly. Not all of us. Some do. Why? Here's what they came up with. First of all, it could be environment. Well, that makes sense. If you are raised in a family where everybody in the family curses all the time, so shall you. Unless you're so annoyed with it that you avoid it at all costs. But that's usually not the case because that kind of language and attitude just infiltrates into your system. It just becomes a part of you, especially when your parents curse, or your sisters, or your brothers, or your dogs, or your cats. Is that your fault? No, it's not. It's the way you were raised, that you had nothing you could do about that. You could have risen above it, but it's being baked in you. That's something I understand. I don't love to hear it, but I understand it. I understand everything. I just don't want it around me, but I understand why it's there. And then there's this, when you talk tough, you feel good about yourself. It's like, I'm a tough guy. Nobody gets in my way. I don't put up with crap at all. That's a reason for cursing as well, apparently, according to the research that I had done from the International Cursing Association of America. I think the major reason is anger. I think these are angry people. I think it's a personality flaw to be angry all the time. In this day and age, with everything going on, politically and otherwise, cost of living, social circumstances, social media, people are angry. Social media gave everybody the license to go out and be nasty to each other, say what's on your mind behind the guise of a cell phone. And then when Trump came along, love him or leave him, he kind of said, all right, let's open up the floodgates. Let's just go for it. Let's just throw out the nasties and see how many prisoners we can take. That's a fact, really. I mean, that's a fact. Even if you support him, you know that that's who he is. It's the anger regime. So you got to be tough. 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 You got to curse. You got to sound like you curse. You got to be tough. Nobody fools with me when I sound tough. So you curse a lot. There are other reasons too, but I think those are the major ones. I know people that curse all the time. I don't spend time with them. I don't want to be with them. Other people find that to be attractive. I have friends who are comedians, and they throw those words into their comedy bits on purpose because they know, and they've told me so straight out. They throw them in there because that's the way they think people talk. And also, when they throw in the curse words, people laugh at it. If they didn't have the curse words in the joke, they wouldn't laugh as much or at all. They know that. So it's a tried and true, tested thing that cursing brings it out of people. Some people can't stop cursing. There's a thing called a curse jar. I think it's what it's called. When you don't want to curse anymore, you throw money into the curse jar. It's like having a savings account, and probably the best way of saving in this day and age. How would you afford that, Harry? Oh, I curse a lot. It pays off. It pays for itself. There's really nothing you can do about this. It's again, people who curse, that's their language. They need those words because they can't express themselves otherwise. Some may not have a command of the language. Most of them do, but they prefer not to use those words. The research also said that people who curse a lot tend to be more honest. What? Yeah, when you curse, you say what's on your mind. So you're honest about it. You're open about everything when you curse. Not necessarily, but the research says it is. People who don't curse tend to lie more. That's ridiculous. And then I got it, and that's, there's research on why people curse. And I was brought up in a family, let's talk about me for a second. I was brought up in New Jersey where people curse, but I didn't curse where I lived. My parents never cursed, ever. If they did, I never heard them mutter a curse word at all. Ever. That F-U did not exist. Didn't hear it, never heard it. Except from other people, but never in my family. So that's why this bothers me excessively, because it's not natural to me. Where it may be natural to other people because that's the atmosphere that they had. That's the environment that was created. Then I got into the curse words themselves. Why do we use those particular words when we're angry or upset or when we want to show command? The biggest curse word is the F word. Again, I warned you to get the children out of the room, but I'm not using the words. I'm not doing it. I can't do that. I couldn't even say it if I wanted to. I could, but I don't want to. The F word, F-U, and that is supposed to tell people to get out of here, like get out of my sight. You're a nothing piece of SH. That F word, I don't. That refers to a sexual exercise, a sexual action. I don't see the connotation there. I don't go F yourself. Okay, a lot of people do that on a regular basis anyway for pleasure-seeking reasons. I don't understand what's, if someone said to me, Ron, go F yourself. Okay, I'll do it later on. I don't understand where that comes from. And when we call people horrible things, we refer to the rear end of our body and the, excuse the expression, excrement that emerges from it. You are an AH, and therefore As a result, you're a piece of SH. It's weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. When you break it down and you use those words all the time, do you not understand that you're using words that are always of anger and disgust, and then you're supposed to be a pleasurable individual? What? It's time to re-examine yourself, is what I'm saying. It's time to re-examine society, is what I'm saying. It's time for us to say, what the hell are we doing? Why are we so angry at each other when we're all kind of suffering the same thing, just in a different manner? All you have to do is open that door for somebody and say the magic words that don't begin with F. Thank you. You're welcome. It's so simple. If you want people around you to find you wonderful, attractive, people want to be with you, share their life experiences with you, listen to your wisdom and to your ideas and your opinions, then you have to bring them around and gather them up and show them camaraderie and understanding. What you're doing when you're cursing all the time is you're shooing people away, except for the people that are just like you, and that gets you nowhere. You know, every once in a while I say to myself, I really should have been Pope, because I've told you this before, it's easier that way. You have people that pick out your clothes every night, and we wear the same thing all the time. And when you want to say something, you just step out on your balcony and people will be there to listen to you. You can tell people to be peaceful and wonderful, and they actually buy it. I think it's a wonderful job. Unfortunately, it doesn't last that long because they're usually older people, because you have to be experienced usually to be the Pope, and by then it's kind of too late. I guess the Pope now is an American of sorts, and that's nice. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm not the Pope. No, I want to be the Pope. I'll just spread the word in a different way. Cursing's an interesting part of this as well, because I believe if you follow the Bible and all those religious teachings, they tell you to spread peace and love, although the Bible is full of violence, as you probably know, but I guess for a reason. I don't know. I haven't read the whole thing. And do not use the Lord's name in vain. Well, isn't that what cursing is? Aren't you throwing the Lord into your mix? You're actually saying the Lord's name next to your curse word. I don't know if that's really what you'd want to do if you're into that type of thing. I don't know how you can go to church and walk outside and start using the F word all over the place. It is a show of anger in a way. So stop it. The other thing I want to do is go out on tour and make tons of money lecturing to people in large groups, filling auditoriums of 2,000 to 3,000 people, each one paying about, let's say $250, $300 a piece. And I would come out on stage. It's the Ron tour, the Ron Goodness tour. I would come out on stage and they would applaud because I haven't done anything yet. And I would be dressed all in black, like, like the guy who was running Apple. And I would go out on the stage and I would just say, look, your bad habits, the bad part of life, your anger, your inability to achieve, all those things can be cured very, very quickly. Just stop all that negative stuff that you're doing. Just stop it. Just stop it, and stop it now.